Well, hello again. I see that you've noticed my new avatar. Well, that's because this one is made especially for video game related content, something that I'll be using on Twitch a lot. I haven't really set it up that much, but when I do start to stream a little bit more often, this is what I'm going to use. So you're probably wondering, what video game related topic am I going to go over today? Well, that is going to be console fanboys. You've probably seen these people on social media. Sometimes I respond to them, and sometimes I just let them believe the lies that they want to spread amongst their own people. There are a lot of fanboys for consoles that exist on these social media sites like YouTube and on Twitter, but for the most part, they're usually the Xbox people that are a little bit more vocal than that of the PlayStation Legion or any PlayStation fanboy that I've been able to find. Of course, the exception to this rule is JayTechTV, who, never mind, he has me blocked still. Son of a bitch. Well, at least we can talk about the Xbots, seeing as they're a little bit more vocal and they love to spew nonsense about anti-consumerism. Some of the most well-known Xbots are usually people like Colt Eastwood and Kid Smooth, who pictured here can just be seen making his case about why fanboys are good, which Rags has already done a video on, so I'm not going to waste any time on that. But I will say that I've seen this person talk about how great the Xbox brand is, but God forbid a game like Destiny that comes out doesn't have quote-unquote support for the Xbox One. He threatens to cancel his pre-order, and he would be right to do so. Except Destiny does support the Xbox One. He refers to the things that it's missing, like HDR and missing content, which are usually due to marketing deals because Sony wasn't afraid to give out money at this point to make the PS4 their best launch ever. As of June of this year, the PlayStation 4 console has outsold the Xbox One 2-1, with the Xbox One selling about 30 million consoles worldwide, and the PS4 selling over 63 million. That's a lot of fucking consoles. And of course, I'm a PC gamer, and when you're a PC gamer, you don't have to necessarily get rid of your consoles to play on PC. I kind of did it for the reason of moving completely to PC. It's just something that I truly enjoy playing on. I can't go back to consoles the way that they are. $60 a year to play multiplayer? Yeah, I'd rather not. I would just rather not, please. And let's not forget the wonderful marketing about 4K uncompromised and how the Xbox One X is going to deliver that. I don't think they understand quite what buzzwords are, so Xbox fanboys immediately eat that up. They love that shit. And it's unfortunate because you shouldn't fall for marketing tactics like this. Even Xbox's own Mike Ibarra tweeted out an updated article with screenshots. Which face looks best to you? X is the best place to play your games. And they linked the Eurogame article to it. And in the article, they said that it was honestly the better looking out of the three that they had tested it on. The Xbox One X, of course, with the PS4 Pro and the PC version. But there is a problem here. You see, Mike Ibarra didn't do his due diligence and research anything because, he has to market a $500 console to make sure that you buy it. But you see, the faces, these are false. This is false advertising. So what ended up happening was a user on a forums post said that he had actually played the game. Oh, wow. And that his settings were on the highest texture settings with SMAA anti-aliasing, motion blur was turned off with depth of field off, and a couple of other things. But what happens is in the picture, the one on the far left is the Xbox One X that they said was the best looking face. And then on the far right is what Digital Foundry said was their PC version running at the highest settings. And then in the middle is the actual picture. It's the actual face taken straight from the game. You see, in this game in particular, Lara Croft's face is pretty much tattered and damaged to the point because she has low health, like just low HP. And they neglected to say that in the Digital Foundry article, and they neglected to say it in their video as well, which has led some to believe that maybe this is a little bit more of a marketing ploy by Digital Foundry, seeing as, they were the ones to open the reveal of what the Xbox One X was, to call it a Project Scorpio. But the Scorpio sounds way better, but I guess we can call it that because they have the Scorpio edition. But this is completely disingenuous of them to do. They should have looked over all of their notes before they put out a video or even an article like this to give fanboys this kind of self-indulgence so they could say that they bought a high-end PC for $500, despite the fact that it can't reach 60 frames per second on most of these games anyways, unless it's a racing game or just a completely simple-looking game like Super Lucky's Tale. Now, this video isn't meant to discourage anybody from buying an Xbox One X. I mean, I just don't know why you would. A PC will serve you better, and you can play all of those wonderful Xbox exclusives on your PC anyways, and they'll look and run better. It's just something that I don't quite understand how they marketed this console. But the problem is that it's being turned out on social media because people like Crap Gamer, one of the most well-known Xbots and probably the worst informed, he's a special one. You see, Crap Gamer has put out a video every day. Sometimes he puts out videos 4 to 5 times a day talking specifically about the Xbox One X, and he'll usually only sing the praises, and very rarely, like in a couple of videos, he'll say something that's not good for the Xbox brand. Most specifically, he'll talk about how Destiny 2 doesn't have HDR support but is confirmed for the PS4 Pro, or something small like that. See, here's a little history factoid if you didn't know. Crap Gamer got called out by someone that he worships almost like a god, Phil Spencer, when he was talking about Quantum Break and how it was coming to the PC at the same time. Crap Gamer had sent out a tweet to Phil. I can't understand it. I'll never understand this. So Crap tweets him, and sad to say, I canceled my Quantum Break pre-order as I said I would. You weren't upfront about Quantum Break going to PC. To which Phil Spencer, the man himself is what Crap Gamer calls him, says, you canceled a pre-order for a game you want to play because someone else gets to play the game on Windows? And it backfired on him real hard. Crap Gamer got destroyed by Phil Spencer, who he says, the man himself, the legend. Yeah, he destroyed you. It doesn't matter how you try to cover it up or damage control this one. He destroyed you. Someone called out your fanboyism, and he gave it to you on social media, where 3,000 people liked it, and over 1,400 people retweeted it. You see, Xbox fanboyism is so deep into this social media that if you were to go to Crap Gamer's channel, usually you'll see like a podcast where him and Mooch, who doesn't make videos anymore because I think people like Fringy actually tore one into him, but he doesn't make videos anymore. They just go on a podcast called M&C Mornings, and they have a Patreon set up, as I do, but we'll get to that later. But they have some tiers that I found a little questionable, and I know mine aren't exactly the most model that you would go after, but that's because it's made for low donations, so you don't have to feel obligated to make a big donation or that I'm out for a lot of money, because I'm not. In fact, we'll start with the highest one first because the one below this is really hilarious to me. So this first tier has custom t-shirts, an avatar, and a banner from J-Dubs. I'm assuming that's one of their friends, but anyways, it goes on to tell you that you get all of this great stuff through the graphic god, J-Dubs, and only true Mooch maniacs and crapaholics and J-Dub fanatics need apply. So apparently you're just not a real fan unless you give them $55, and don't worry, it's already sold out because there's only 2 spots open. That is crazy. And you're probably wondering what access to all early rewards means. Well, this is where the plot thickens for Crap Gamer. He put that last one up at $55, and this one is $5 less at $50. But it's what they give you in this tier that makes it weird. So at the $50 tier, you get to be on the Mooch and Crap Mornings podcast. And of course, it requires that you pay $50. And they also require you to at least notify them 1 week in advance. That's pretty standard. And they said that they reserve the right to refuse if they deem your podcast to be drama or negative content, which to me means that you really just can't talk anything bad about the Xbox or Microsoft, because they'll just get you. So they will probably refund your money. I mean, at least if they're decent human beings, they will. But if you donate to that and then you just don't agree with everything they say, then they can just not let you on there. And can we just talk about the overarching fact that it's $50 to be on a podcast to talk to them? That's insane. $50 doll hairs, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happens when fanboyism gets out of control, is they will defend this brand and they will defend a company no matter what they do. And nobody should be a fan of the Xbox after what they tried to do in 2013, that they received so much backlash that they actually had to change it like the next day after their E3 press conference. They had to change it because they were getting absolutely destroyed by PlayStation. They said, oh, well, I guess we messed this one up. Well, still, sell it for $500 and make sure you include that Connect thing. And unfortunately, after a couple of months, I bought into it myself. I said, well, why not? I don't have a PC and I really like playing games on the Xbox, so I bought it. And that was the last console purchase I made, because I bought the PS4 beforehand and I had never traded it in until just up to about maybe a year ago. And then, of course, I started focusing heavily on the PC, and I'm really happy about it. I just buy most of my parts from Gigabyte. Gigabyte, give me free stuff. And I love everything that it has to offer. Multi-monitor support, HTC Vive connectivity. I love playing games in VR. It's fucking amazing. Now, the counter argument that people could make, or they probably will make to me, is that, well, you're a PC elitist or you're a PC fanboy. Well, that's impossible, because I can't be a fanboy of something that doesn't have an identity like that. Like, Microsoft makes the Xbox, so we already know that that is one company that controls everything that you do. On the PC, it's an open platform, open market. If Steam does something that I don't like, I can use GOG, or I can go somewhere else and just buy my games. If I don't like what Gigabyte happens to do, then I can just go with Asus, or I could go with MSI. Just there's multiple options that I can get for any PC parts or any games that I want to buy. I can go through those secondary options or those third options. It doesn't matter. On the Xbox and on the PlayStation, I can only get things that they allow me to use. I have to pay $60 a year to play multiplayer. That's retarded. In 2017, why do I have to pay $60 to access a feature of the game? That will forever befuddle me. That is just, whew. Now, this video doesn't really have a end game, I guess you could say. It's just more of a rant, getting things off my chest after seeing a lot of things that happen on my Twitter and things that happen on YouTube a lot with these console peasants and these console fanboys that only want to tell you things that they see from their point of view that are factually untrue. See, I don't hate people that play on consoles. In fact, some of my friends only still play on consoles. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop being their friend and tell them they need to get a PC, otherwise they're not my friend anymore. That's fucking stupid. We're not children. These are grown adults. These are people older than I am telling other people, influencing them to get a console because X, Y, and Z. But like I said, it's not really just Xbox fanboys. They just happen to be the ones that are in front and center. But the PlayStation fanboys, they're still out there too. And they just scream really loud, exclusives. But they fail to realize that the PC has more exclusives than they do. It's interesting how that turns out. This has turned into a longer video than I thought it would. I mean, we're already at 14.5 minutes, and that's just me yelling about console fanboys and being an angry, bitter old man that I am. Or anime girl. Shut up. But as this video comes out, I don't really have anything set up, and I don't want you to think that I have any donations or charities open that are directly through me, because I'm not supported by any of them. But you can head over to twitch.tv and you can see Games Done Quick, where they're hosting their event for the Houston Food Bank. and I'm sure any amount that they have available for you to donate is greatly appreciated, as it goes towards helping the Houston Food Bank. And I can't really quite remember how much they've given out, but I think it's close to 83 million meals just through that food bank. And it helps support the families that have been misplaced and that need help rebuilding in the Houston, Texas area. And I'll leave a link in the description below so you can quickly just head over there and see what they're doing. Right now they're playing Metal Gear Solid as I'm watching and recording this at the same time. It's something that I always watch. Anytime there's a GDQ on, I always watch it, and it's just a pleasure. I absolutely love watching them speedrun stuff and knowing that I'll never be good enough to do it because my shitty hands are shitty. But with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And as it's being posted, because today is a Saturday, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend and a safe Labor Day. And hopefully I can get some more videos out here in the near future before Season 3 starts, which should be sometime around September 30th. I'll make sure I update you guys promptly. But, as I said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.